I received a great question and wanted to take this opportunity to respond. So question is from Opulent Quiche. Awesome handle, by the way. And her question is, what helped you adapt the mindset in the beginning, immediately after the course, especially if you know the content, but struggle with knowing what should come next on those situational mock questions? As you know, that mindset shift doesn't happen automatically. And this is one of the most common places PMP candidates find themselves. And the good news is that it's a pretty easy fix, okay? You just have to shift your thinking from what do I know to what would the PMI expect for me to do next? When I was prepping for the PMP exam, I took a PMP prep course and I also enrolled in a PM coaching program. And here's what helped me make that PM mindset shift. Number one, you need to know your process groups. The methodology may change how the project work gets done, but every project, whether it be predictive, agile, or hybrid, moves through the same 5 process groups, right? And when a scenario practice question drops you in the middle of some chaotic situation, knowing where you are in that process flow is going to tell you what you should have already done and what comes next. So if that doesn't really make sense to you and you're not really sure, I highly recommend that you stop, you go back to the process groups until you fully understand what happens first, what happens next, what happens last. That's really going to help. Number 2, identify the methodology before you answer. Predictive, you want to think heavy planning up front, detailed scope, schedule, cost, and sequential phasing. When we're thinking about agile, you want to think about the backlog, the sprint planning, retrospectives, and iterations. And of course, for hybrid, parts of it might be highly structured, where others might be iterative. You have to know what methodology you're in before you can actually even really decide on what that answer is going to be. And number 3, practice those questions. The best way to think like a project manager is to continually practice those exam questions. When you read those scenario questions, think about what you would do before you even look at the answers, okay? So don't look at the answers, just think about it. Then ask yourself, is this answer proactive? Is it reactive? Is it collaborative? Or does it exclude the team? Is this a risk or is this an issue, right? Because a risk means that you're still in mitigation mode, but an issue actually means it's already happened and now you need to resolve it. And if you see any answers about escalating or firing someone, that is not the right answer, okay? And here's a bonus, and this is a pretty big one, I would say. What you do at your job every day may not even be what the PMI expects. If your company hasn't adopted that PMI framework, the way that you handle projects at work could be different, right, from the PMI standards. So when you're practicing those exam questions, answer every question through the lens of what the PMI expects a certified project manager to do. As you know, that mindset shift doesn't happen overnight, but be consistent, continually practice those exam questions, and you're going to start to feel the pattern click. So keep putting in those reps, keep going. You are so close to that finish line. And hey, drop a comment below. Let me know where you are on your journey. And of course, if you have any other questions, drop those as well. And if this information was helpful, hit that like button, share, and follow. Thanks.